Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the flamboyant, extravagant, magnificent opening of the Gaming Center. I'm your host, King Must Have a Pain, and with my co-host, please introduce yourself, my friend.
Again, since I introduced myself in the second episode, I'll do this again. My name is Habere, or Habe, or whatever else, what name you want to use for me. I don't really care.
And today we're having a one hell of a discussion. At first, we're going to be talking about a couple of video games that were great back then, and nowadays, everyone really forgot about it, and surprised that they even still exist today. I'm going to be having a one hell of a... Yep.
And then our second topic will be AJ here making a rant about an undisclosed topic. Not even I know what the topic is. So everyone's in for a surprise, that's for sure.
Oh, yes. Especially that the last episode you were doing nothing but rants, so they haven't met my ranting side. And the third topic...
I even have some popcorn ready, just in case.
Oh, yes. Believe me, you need it. And the third topic of discussion, and quite an interesting one, is Cyberpunk 2077 worth it in 2024? Now, to begin our topic of discussion, let us talk about Pixel Gun. Now, Habe, let us start us off. Why don't you start us off?
Okay. So the thing is, the reason why I chose this specific topic is because let me just tell you a little story. Me and my friend, we were playing this one game. It's similar to Pixel Gun 3D. Okay, I'm not gonna say its name because I don't want it to get any more advertising than it already has because I hate that game. So let's just say, since I had an account in that game for a long time, I got many gifts, and I got premium for a week because of those gifts. So when I was playing during premium, I've noticed when I don't have premium, I lose on a much higher, more consistently. And when I have premium, I win more consistently.
That's just pretty much like Call of Duty, except it's Minecraft.
That's more like modern Call of Duty.
Yeah,
and then when it comes to what happened next was, once I was playing 2 hours, half an hour before my premium ended. And I noticed, I didn't notice anything. I was just playing, having fun with my friend. And then, the moment I played a game, when my premium finished, I swear, I lost so hard on that. And we were playing against AI, which means that, let's just say that was not very fun.
Of course it's not fun. I mean, you lost to AI? How is that even possible?
Yeah, exactly. And again, as I mentioned, I noticed this happened to me when I lost premium immediately.
And by the way, I
went from a massive win streak to snapping fingers. Boom! I lose immediately the moment I lose premium.
Thank God that I got chips for this because I cannot wait to hear you rant.
Thank God I have 4 packs of chips and a whole ass cake. Just basically this is basically enough for the whole dinner party.
Yeah, at this point you're fucking Marie Antoinette on this bitch.
Yeah, except without the crazy hair.
Yeah, very much. You got the crazy beard though.
A little context for people who don't know. Let's just say Marie Antoinette, she liked hair.
Yeah, and her hair was a boat.
Yeah, she literally made her hair a boat. Okay, now let's go ahead and
hey, look it out! I'm rocking the Titanic.
Yeah, exactly. Now go ahead. Say what experience you have with this game or with these type of games.
Well, funny enough, my first experience with it was actually back in middle school, and it was in the weirdest times where we would just get, my middle school was basically from, believe it or not, from 6 o'clock all the way to 2:30, and you don't know about this. This was before I even come and met you. You know what I mean? This was years before I even met you, and even near your area. I was far, far away. I'm not gonna tell the place. Yeah. You already know it.
Yeah, I don't know.
We would never, usually when people, they say, oh, okay, so this is during, middle school, it's, probably at lunch, probably in the middle of class without the teacher knowing. No, we were playing Pixel Gun 3D literally the moment we get into the bus to get back at school. Back from school, back to our homes.
And also, I have one thing to say about Pixel Gun 3D. The thing is, that game used to be good. It honestly used to be.
I remember it. I remember like it was the shit back then. Like we were like, "Oh, you got this new chest? Oh my god, did you got that many kill streaks because of that time, like online, FPS, it was very rare back then. It was very rare.
Basically, yeah, except for Call of Duty. But
Yeah,
basically,
I know.
Pixel Gun
But I mean,
3D
like,
is.
on mobile, you know what I mean? Like especially on that.
Oh, right.
At that time, a phone could not handle some shit like Call of Duty. It can't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was just the we didn't care if it looked like Minecraft. It was still like the shit. You know what I mean? And we continued playing it. But then about like a year and after that, or 2 years, everyone suddenly forgot about it. It just suddenly.
Now the thing is, yeah. So my hypothesis for this is maybe game fatigue. Although I heavily doubt it with a game like that. I mean, I did. I don't remember exactly what happened but if I remember correctly, there was a type of what's it called? Okay, so here's what I know.
Yeah.
The thing about Pixel Gun 3D is that even though yes, it may be a quote hood classic,
Yeah.
that doesn't mean yeah, quote unquote. But that does not mean that it is impenetrable, no, not impenetrable, impervious to say
criticism whatsoever.
yeah, and also the worst part is it's not even the players or the game itself, it's the developers.
Exactly.
Because I believe the main reason why people stopped playing it was because money. I mean seriously, every single game that came after Pixel Gun 3D is just pay money for premium and then you win. I mean seriously, another game that's like this I think was something about Pokemon. Someone spent $133,000 on just that game.
I mean, oh wait, hold up. What?
I'm not even.
What did you say?
Okay, listen. So I'm not sure exactly what number. It was either $233,000 or $133,000 on a mobile game about Pokemon.
Is this fucking Pokemon Go?
No, not that one.
Are you kidding me?
It was something about like. I'm not joking. That's actually a thing. Someone actually spent that much money. And the thing about that game, the way it works is let's say every time you buy something, you win. Like you buy something and you get put into matches with good players and you win like a massive amount of times until you don't buy something and you don't win. Something like that.
So basically like you gamble all your money to get some prize, but it's like a virtual prize that won't benefit you in real life.
And you get to feel the rush of winning. Although honestly, at this point, just go play something else that requires money. I mean, someone spent enough money to buy yourself what, like 2 houses here in this country. Although, or more like half a house in the United States.
Exactly. Or hell, at this point, let's say you fucking play a game that you buy, or like you continue buying premiums and fucking deals or whatever. But you actually stream it and you become famous about it, and you get.
I'm actually confident that amount of money is enough to rent out the entire country of Liechtenstein. You know how they do that?
Yeah.
They rent out the whole country.
Yeah. How?
Yeah.
How?
So, yeah, I don't remember the exact price, but I'm confident it's enough to do that.
Yeah, let's fucking rent an entire double landlocked country in the middle of Europe.
Yes, I think Snoop Dogg, the rapper, actually did that. I'm not 100% sure, but I think he did.
At this point, Snoop Dogg is doing every single side quest in the fucking book.
I wish there were side quests in real life where you can just walk up to like a market and then you see like someone tells you, "Bring me a brownie."
Wait for my rant because I got something to say. Believe me, and it has to do with Snoop Dogg. It has to do with Snoop Dogg in a way.
And my popcorn is still here. Like it's still here. It's still waiting for me to eat it.
And I'm about to finish my chips, so you can continue.
Okay, so another thing about the freemium games is the fact that I've actually read on the psychology. I mean, I think extra information about me. I study psychology, not from school, not from anything. I just bought a few
just personal studies, just like me.
Yeah, like I bought psychological textbooks and I read them. Okay, I've read them and they're honestly super good. And I've also researched the psychology of this, and apparently, when you first play the game, they give you a price. Okay, let's say like, hey, come over here and buy this bundle for $10. And of course, any sensible person would say, hell no, that's too much. And then when they click off of that, immediately the next deal is, okay, buy this bundle for what, $2, $1. And the people say, okay, now since this one's $10 and this one's $1, and this was also a bundle, I'll buy the one that's $1 and save money. Okay?
Exactly. Take the opportunity when it's given to you.
Okay, but in this is called an anchor. Okay? Now an anchor is, let's say, something that solidifies your mental state onto the game itself. Okay, so when you play, pardon?
No, it's okay.
You win, and I burped. Now you win and you enjoy yourself like, oh, winning so much. I have like much XP and I got this and that and this and that. Okay, but the thing is,
When is
the
gonna be
anchor
the end?
is
When is it gonna end?
yeah, the anchor is a trap. Okay, so if I remember correctly,
It's the reason why the
from
sail
what
won't move. Or the
Yeah.
ship won't sail.
So if I remember correctly from the what's it called? From the research I've done, apparently this is a human instinct. Okay, so when you win, you feel this rush of energy. Okay, I believe we've all felt it before. If you haven't, then please, I feel bad for you. But if you have, which I'm pretty sure you have, you know how good it feels. You know how good it feels
Yeah,
to fucking like
we all had
to
that
crush
moment in
all
our
the
life.
noobs.
We all really have.
I mean, yeah,
It
it
doesn't
really
even have
it's
to be like, spend money on this kind of thing. It's just spend your time on it. It's literally on anything. Like, for example,
Yeah.
when we the first time we ever got a phone. Come on, let's be honest. We
Yeah.
got addicted to that fuck.
Yeah, but the thing is, the worst part of it is the fact that this feeling is intoxicating. That is the issue. It is an intoxicating feeling. And honestly, I wish it never was an intoxicating feeling, but it is.
That's just a fact. It's just one of the.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
it's the
so
reason-
one thing about
it's the-
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So one thing about intoxicating things is that you always try to get them, no matter whether they're supply or not. It's impossible to not to stop like and not trying to get it. Okay, you have to go to like therapy to stop yourself from being addicted to.
Or
Now,
at
the
least
thing
some
is-
kind of help. Anyway.
Yeah, and this is an illegal way of intoxication. Okay, it's legal, which is the worst part.
You just
So-
reminded me of a story, actually.
Yeah, all right, I'll go ahead and finish what I'm saying. So the thing is, when it comes to this specific feeling, when we stop feeling it, we desperately want it back. So then we go back to the store. We say, "Oh, look at this new gun, or look at this new Pokemon. Look at this thing. If I get it, I'll probably win more." Cha-ching! $9 I spent on the fucking gun. And then I go back into the game. Oh, I'm winning so much. And then this is another psychological trick where they have you associate buying things with winning. Okay, this is another psychological trick. In fact, I use it a lot. Hold on, let me just speak a bit slower. So
You're gonna
when
need
you
to take
build
time.
this,
Also, I'm gonna go get a bottle of water, so you could just continue the rant while I come back.
yeah. So the thing is, when you get this, what's it called? Connection to, say, a specific feeling or a specific time or something, you always you always try to get it. Okay. And what else was I saying? What else was I saying? Okay. So another thing is that when it comes to this specific feeling, okay, I remember what I was gonna. So the issue is that if you associate winning with buying, you can't stop it. Okay. In fact, I've used this trick myself, where let's say, actually, I don't really remember what I've used it for, but I have used it. What for? I don't really know. But that's the issue. That's the issue. You associate something subconsciously, because association is not something that you can control. If you, let's say, example could be pain. So there is a fashion of controlling animals that I've learned, where if you ring a bell, okay, and then you inflict pain onto an animal, every time, if you do this enough times, the animal will associate the pain, oh no, with the bell. So if I ring the bell in front of them, they'll get scared thinking they'll be in pain. Okay? So that's the thing. It's the same thing with winning and buying shit. You buy shit, you win. Okay?
I mean,
And so you make that association.
it's not even just like buying things. It's like, what am I getting out of return for it? You know what I mean? It's the pleasure. That's the thing. It's just the pleasure, but you're never gonna get anything out of it from it.
Yeah, it's only the pleasure. I mean, that's exactly what an intoxicating thing is.
Exactly.
It doesn't give you any benefit, just pleasure.
Exactly. It's just.
But the thing is,
a moment.
this
of
is not
pleasure,
a healthy
it.
type of pleasure. This is what I like to call a self-destructive type of pleasure, where it doesn't do you any benefit. In fact, it's your downfall. This type of pleasure, just like alcohol or narcotics, it's like that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's self-destructive.
Exactly.
Like narcotics affects your mental and physical state. Alcohol affects mostly your physical state,
Pretty
and
much.
this type of intoxication affects purely your bank account and your mental state.
Yeah,
It's the
financially
worst.
and mentally.
Yeah, financially and mentally, I swear. Like alongside that one person that I met, who's fucking what was it? No, not met, just heard of the one that I mentioned, $233,000 on a fucking Pokemon game. The thing is, the way it works is that when you spend money, okay, and I already mentioned how you'll win and you feel like that rush of energy and shit like that. But one of the other things about this specific feeling, oh no, sorry. One of the other things about this guy is that he was on the news for one specific reason, and one specific reason only is the fact that he spent so much money he had no one else to play with.
Exactly. You just
Nobody
reminded me
else.
of like 2019, 2020 kind of thing where you remember the gamer girl bathwater incident?
Oh my god.
It was $30 per little cup of fucking bathwater. You remember that shit?
Yes, unfortunately I do.
Or hell, actually from 2020, this girl made money out of selling jars of her farts.
There's also another video where, no, not a website called Cake Farts, where
Oh.
you literally just record yourself farting on the cake and you get money for it. I mean, what are we doing?
Oh yeah, this one. A TikToker made $200,000 by farting in jars.
Yes.
It's
People
just,
nowadays are.
it's just so
worryingly desperate.
ridiculous. It's just purely like, who the fuck would buy that? Why?
Yes. So when it comes, so for the audience, I'd say this: please, for your own benefit, do not play freemium games. Let me give you a list of games that I don't want you to play, like anyone in the audience, because please,
You better believe that.
Yeah. Examples can be World of Warships Legends. It's a terrible game. Please do not play it.
Exactly.
Or
It's just
Pixel
you're
Gun
playing as a
3D,
fucking navy.
Yeah. Pixel Gun 3D, which is new. Oh no, not new. Just like nowadays, shit.
Yeah.
That
pretty much.
Pokemon game, like I think it was called Pokemon Strike or something. I forgot, but do not play it.
Who
if
plays
you
a Pokemon
value
game
your
on
life.
fucking iOS and mobile anyway? It's just stupid.
Except for Pokemon Go. That's a classic.
Yeah. Pokemon. Okay.
Yeah.
No. Whoa. Hold on. I'm gonna have to debate you on that. Come on. What is the classic in that?
I mean, literally every single person has played it. Although when it comes to Pokemon Go, the only real thing that I find in it that's classic for me is the fact that my father would let me like catch Pokemon while we were on a trip.
Man,
That's literally the only thing.
Man, look, I was in 2016 not too long ago myself, but even I wasn't that much of a dumbass to just roam around and catch virtual animals that I know don't even exist. It's just a stupid idea.
The thing is, my father, I was very entertained when I was a kid.
Well,
Very easily entertained.
well, I don't know. Probably because I never even liked Pokemon as a child anyway. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's more like a you thing than a me thing, or
Yeah.
it's like preferences.
Yeah, I guess it's more preferences, but you're really gonna be like, not like, look, for your case, I don't know. Were you addicted to it or something like that? I don't know.
Like the thing is, whenever I played it, like it was just my father trying to keep me entertained so that I would not
Okay,
stop picking it
okay,
up.
alright. So, okay, it's not like that. It's not like someone that I know freaking dedicated their entire fucking existence to it.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, I
The
know.
thing is, I always laugh at that one meme where it says, "Oh, that's onion." That's like purple shit or something like that. You know that meme?
Yeah, yeah, I know. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, let's be honest. 2016 was a funny time. It was a funny ass time.
Very funny.
You know what I mean? It was basically the hood classics time. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It
Now
was.
go ahead. I'm actually curious. I'm quite hungry, so please go ahead and go on your rant because I want to hear it myself.
All
I
right.
need to hear it.
You ready? Well, first of all, it's before the rant. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to make you a little hungry. Although I don't know if
Oh
you're gonna be
my God.
hungry after this. You reminded me of this topic of discussion. Ever heard of Heart Attack Grill?
I have.
If the audience probably doesn't know this, it is a restaurant in the middle of Las Vegas, the middle of good old Sin City, and it literally makes money out of selling fucking 20 patty tower burgers to obese people, and it is
Yeah, and the more heavy and the heavier you are, the more discount you, or at least that's a guess.
yeah,
I'm
no,
guessing
it's not
that's-
even discount. You get a meal for free.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and the thing is, it can be any meal you want. So let's say you get that freaking $30 20 pound 20 tower for free.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I put some weight into a massive jacket, and I mean a shit ton of weight. I go there, go onto the scale, give myself like a 30 patty tower, tall tower, and then I go home and eat for a week.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to show you. Wait, can you even? Or do you want to see the fucking menu?
I've seen it. I don't need to see it.
Or do you want me to read it? I can read it, no problem.
Read a few select items.
All right, I can do that. Let's see. Who? We got a $9 of 10 bacon slices pattied burger. We got a Coca-Cola bottle for only $1.85. We got a selection of champagne, and it's called, and I swear it's called, Fat Bastard Wines. Yeah. There is a triple bypass burger for what that basically is 1.5 pounds, or if we're gonna be counting that to kilograms, I think that's around. Hold on, pounds to kilogram.
What? That's.
I think
I
that's.
think that's like half a kilo.
Yeah. Okay. So half a kilogram, freaking burger. Hold on. Let me get the measurements. Pounds to kilogram. Bro, okay, so
While you're looking for that,
yeah, hold on. Actually, 1 pound is half a kilogram. Actually, so it's right around 0.7 kilograms. You got a quadruple bypass burger that is 2 pounds, so basically 2 kilogram worth of burgers that has 20 bacon slices.
oh shit.
20 bacon slices worth of a fucking burger. I'm not fucking
How much
kidding.
is it?
Yeah. And deep fried in pure Lord fartliner fries.
At this point, please just go to your rant. I don't want to hear this anymore.
Yeah.
I'm getting hungrier by the second.
All right. All right, so let's get straight to my rant. For those who don't know me, I am a wrestling fan from when I was a young buck as a 5-year-old child. And, Habe knows this about me. In fact, I used to wrestle a lot as a kid. I loved it. And it's not even just like, oh, it's John Cena kind of thing. No, obviously I was a John Cena kid. You know what I mean? I love John Cena. I still do. But I appreciated the classics. I appreciated, obviously, since I was born right around the PG era. Well, technically I'm born in the
a late Attitude Era of wrestling, but I was mostly familiar with the PG era of wrestling. And for those that don't know anything about wrestling at all, there are two very, very famous companies. One is relatively old, from a long time ago, actually from the 1980s, WWE. Back then it was known as WWF, or World Wrestling Federation. Now it's World Wrestling Entertainment. And now this, well, it's not even new and up and coming. It's a little, it was back in 2019 that it was made, actually, and if anything, it's not even up and coming. It's just declining. It's called All Elite Wrestling, or AEW. If you want to go for an international basis, you could go all the way, there's WWE Now International. They work in France, they work in Britain, mostly. And obviously, there is New Japan Wrestling. And there's a lot more wrestling programs, but those two are the most major, since they're the multi-million-dollar companies, anyway. And this past week in wrestling was one of the most influential of all time, because we've never seen anything like this before. And so let me just give you a little background. There was he is currently a wrestler, but he used to work for this company, AEW, and he got fired. Before he worked for AEW, he worked for WWE. Now he's back at WWE. But the reason that he got fired from AEW was because the freaking CEO, Tony Khan, or I'm just gonna kind of fucking call him Tony Clown at this fucking point, he said that he was scared for his dear life because of what he saw happened. Anyone that don't know it, but basically in AEW All In, basically like a pay-per-view event where you have to pay in order to see it, online anyway. It's like a kind of subscription in order to get it anyway. And it's like a ticket online. That's a pay-per-view. When they held it, there was a fight backstage. There was a fight, in the locker. Well, it's not even in the locker. It was literally backstage. And look, everyone could say wrestling is fake. No, first of all, no. You actually take the hits. I could speak from a fucking experience. And two, when there is a fight in the locker room, that's an actual fight. That is not an act by any means. But what I saw, alright, so he was accused. This person, his name is CM Punk, or at least his wrestling name is known as CM Punk. He is accused for beating up this other wrestler. His name is, Jungle Boy as a wrestling name, or mostly known as Jack Perry. That's his most well name. He was accused of knocking him out, kind of a little bit assaulting Tony Clown, and basically threatening everyone around him. Which is, one hell of an accusation. Obviously, someone should be held accountable for it. Thing is, a lot of things they didn't make any sense, because before that he was already in a pipe bomb, but I'm not going to be getting too much details about it, because it's a little bit of a long story if I'm going to be counting it all. I'm just going to get to the main point. But, basically, when CM Punk, he got fired, and he joined WWE again, he released somewhat of a pipe bomb. A pipe bomb is basically like an like an exposed video about said company, AEW. He said that, first of all, I never beat anyone up. I just choked them a little bit. And what was the reason of me choking them? It's because he wanted to do something dangerous. It's not even just dangerous, like on another person's life. It's also, you're going to make us pay more for that. Basically, Jack Perry, he wanted to do a body slam, or basically somewhat of a suplex. A suplex is when you carry someone above you and you drop him from the back, and your back as well. That is a suplex, to anyone that doesn't know any of their basic moves in combat. And he wanted to do it on real glass. Now, in wrestling programs, any kind of car or any kind of item, mostly cars at this point, it's for rent. Now, renting a car is already expensive enough, but if you're going to be doing damage to that, you're going to have to buy the entire thing. Isn't that right, Habe? Habe? Hello? Habe? Hold on, guys. I'm not too sure about what happened, but
hold on, please.
So as I was saying, basically you're gonna have to pay more than what it's supposed to be. And CM Punk, he didn't want that. Everyone did not want that. Because, come on, it's just too fucking expensive. But he decided to do it anyway. And on camera, when he did that live, by the way, this all happens live, he said, "Real glass, go cry me a river." Now, obviously, CM Punk, he took that personally. Anyone would if they, warn him or say or suggest even that don't do that, yada, yada, yada. And CM Punk, out of his frustration, saying that, hey, look, you're crossing the line. And Jack Perry, he just said, well, what are you going to do about it? You going to do something about it? Of course, when push comes to shove, what do you know? CM Punk, he shoved him, and he just did a headlock. A headlock is basically like a little bit of a choke hold. And basically that's what he did. But he never threatened anyone. He never... shouting, you cannot hear the audio, really, or anything like that. But I'm not going to get into the audio or anything like that until a little later. Basically, he just choked someone out, but nothing happened. It was literally not even... It wasn't even a fight. It was just a little incursion at best. Hell, one of the witnesses saying, look, I'm a wrestler. I've seen worse. And the thing is, alright, this is just a person just testifying his stance. Now, as someone who knows what happened, and what do you know, what happened is going against what you're saying, what the hell does that mean? It means there's a false accusation. It means you're on the wrong side. It means you're gonna lose a lot more than just a reputation, if you ask me. Especially if you are the CEO of the very company that fired that damn wrestler. So what the hell did Tony Khan do? Tony Khan is the CEO of AEW, by the way. He decided to release the live footage of what fucking happened. And what do you know? That live footage is going exactly what CM Punk said. He did not in any way beat someone up. At most, he just choked him. He was not fighting anyone else. In fact, everyone was restraining him, and he did not fight against it. He was like, you know what, I done enough. And the thing is, it was a video. It was just a video. There was no audio, so we could not hear what was being said. However, you could very much see that he was talking to someone else after he choked Jack Perry, and he did say that after he choked Jack Perry, he went to Tony Khan and he said, "I fucking quit because this company is a fucking joke." And what do you know? It's a fucking circus indeed. And so that just proved everything about what the accused said. Now, imagine if that fucking happened in court. Okay, let me just make it a little more clear for everyone out. Let's say you are the wanted killer, but nobody suspects you of being the killer. And you decide, for some fucking reason, to release footage that proves that you are the killer. That is what the fucking... so, Habe, if you're there, why don't you say anything? Wait, what? What do you mean you can't hear me? My mic is fine. Habe, talk.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Okay.
What happened?
I think, yeah. Not sure what the hell happened.
Yeah, it was not even that. I can't hear you either. That was the thing.
That was the.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna glitch.
Yeah, it was more of a glitch. It wasn't that. I think it was more of a glitch between our connection, but my mic was working fine.
Yeah, that was the issue. Okay, so
What the hell was I even
Just-
talking about? I was ranting for like 10 minutes.
yeah, meanwhile, like I thought your mic disconnected, so I was talking about, let's say, I was like ranting for the same 10 minutes about say like battle passes and how they're bad.
No, I could not hear you at all or anything like that. So I think it caught my voice and none of
It's-
yours.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead and check the stream. Make sure that it's catching my voice as well.
Oh
I'm
no,
a bit worried that
I'm
it
pretty
isn't.
sure it is. In fact, I'm gonna check right now. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead and check.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I was ranting for
Yeah.
the last 10 minutes, and I'll still talk about it. You know what I mean? I will play with what I said, except in a little bit of a summary. You know what I mean? There's no problem about it.
I mean, honestly, you should have heard the rant I was on about fucking Fortnite and how it was the birth of battle passes.
Voice and none of
It's-
yours.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead and check the stream. Make sure
Oh
that
no,
it's-
your mic is working fine.
it seems to be so.
Yeah, your
Now
mic
go
is...
ahead.
All right, so
Now go ahead and continue your rant.
okay, so to make it a little bit of a summary for you, imagine, if you will, you are the killer of someone, and you're not the suspect. However, you are set to be the witness, and you're brought to the court as a witness. And you show, imagine, you show for some fucking reason the very video file of proving you to be the killer. And in fact, the accused himself, the suspect, is saying that you are the killer, but nobody believed him. But after they saw the damn footage, they knew what was the truth. Just imagine that.
I'm having trouble imagining that. I mean, seriously.
It's basically like shooting yourself in the foot, isn't it?
Yeah, or except this time, shooting yourself in the head.
Exactly. Now, let me make this let me help you understand what happened. There is this wrestler called CM Punk, alright? He used to work for this company called AEW because he quitted wrestling for like 10 years because of some, like sports political issues in WWE. You know what I mean? Yeah. When he got back to AEW, he was having nothing but problems because AEW is nothing like how it was. AEW is basically like the rival to WWE. It's impossible you don't know what WWE is.
Of course I know it.
Exactly, you know what I mean? And after, being the rival, it actually kind of helped WWE to be a lot more better, if I'm being honest, which is kind of like a repeating history, if I'm being honest. It's been done in the 90s and it's still being going on now. And, oh, what do you know? History is repeating itself because of what's happening to AEW is kind of like what's happening with WCW, except WCW is a lot more better. I'm sorry, it's already started to... I'm already starting to get raged up about it, in fact. So, AEW is run by this guy. He is called Tony Khan, but I'd like to call him Tony Clown because at this point, he's running the fucking circus for a goddamn wrestling company. And
Seriously, it's like...
Exactly.
Hilarious.
And the thing is, it's nothing like how it was at first. It was like, okay, you got these big stars. And the thing is, okay, you got big stars in a team, but you're not doing anything with them. It's like you got Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi, fucking Vinicius Jr., Neymar, all in one team. You got them all in one team, but you're not using them. You're using their fucking replacement.
Fuck.
Exactly.
That makes no sense.
Exactly. Like, okay, in wrestling, there is always a storyline. You know what I mean? At least a good one.
Oh,
When
yeah,
you have-
I remember. The thing is, the only reason I know a little bit about wrestling is because I watched South Park.
Exactly. The thing is, of course you fucking do.
Yeah, what the WTF that episode? I think season 14, 15.
Well, whatever. But basically, the basis of every wrestling program is a storyline for a character, or at least the wrestler as a person. You know what I mean? obviously you've
Yeah.
heard of John Cena. You know what I mean? It's basically
Of
like
course I
this.
have.
Yeah, or Undertaker. Come on, it's impossible you don't know who Undertaker is. All right, no, no. All right, Dwayne the Rock Johnson. You cannot know
Oh.
him. You cannot
Of
not
course
know
I.
him.
Okay, at least I know that guy.
All right. Basically, when he first started wrestling, he didn't even go by that name. He called himself Rocky Balboa. All right, that was Rocky Balboa. All right, it's basically his father's name and his grandfather's last name. Nobody liked him, and he didn't even like himself. So he just decided to go by, well, with the help of a coach and former wrestler Pat Patterson, may he rest in peace. He just decided to go by The Rock. And what do you know? He had these amazing storylines of rivalries and try to be better. And, you know, like at first he was like, hey, what do you know? I am a lot more better than you, so know your role and shut your mouth, kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that.
I'm getting some water.
Yeah, all right. Wait, so I'm going to have to be waiting for you.
No, just go like 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Yeah, but yeah, basically that's every storyline, but when it comes to AEW, they are just not the best. In fact, their biggest storyline was CM Punk versus MJF, and that's because it's more like a personal, I've always looked up to you, and now you are nothing like who I looked up to kind of thing. MJF being the youngest wrestler or the youngest championship holder in wrestling in history. He is only 22 or 23 now. I'm not too sure about the age now, but at the time, he was only 21 when he got his first title, which is impressive and a half. And he is one hell of a wrestler. He's got one hell of a future for him. I wish nothing but the best for him, personally, for me. But, yeah, as I was going on in my rant, I'm going to have to wait for Hoppe with this one, actually. Oh, Lord. So, how are you guys? How was your day? How's your night diet? I hope you guys had one hell of a lunch, dinner, or breakfast. I wonder if you're even watching this during your mealtime. I definitely am watching this in my mealtime. In fact, you should check out our channels, KMOHP and Habere Bonum. And we're going to be changing ours from Twitch to actually Spotify. Since it's a lot more
because
better.
Spotify is much more reliable.
Exactly.
A friend of
welcome
mine
back.
told me, I'm grateful. A friend of mine told me that I could either use Kick or Spotify. He told me Kick if you want money, Spotify if you want more of an audience.
Exactly.
I chose Spotify because, well, audience, and we're not doing this for the money for the most part. We're doing this for
Entertainment.
ourselves.
Exactly.
To give ourselves something to do and for us to entertain you people.
Exactly.
Because I guarantee you, like, the shit we say is so fucking entertaining for anyone
Exactly.
who would be, yeah.
Yeah, so, alright, I'm going to continue on my rant on that. So, CM Punk is one of the biggest stars in wrestling history because he is known for not holding back anything when it comes to talking on the mic. You know what I mean? He will insult the living fuck out of you and expose everything you have. You know what I mean? He's basically like that one, how can I say, one leak in the side of a pipe. You know what I mean? The freaking stick that broke the camel's back. You know what I mean? The straw that broke the camel's back kind of thing. And so he worked for AEW, but they never used him for anything good except for the him and MJF rivalry, which was actually their best storyline because it's like, oh, I looked up to you. Now you're nothing like who I looked up to. And that was literally their only storyline that they ever did good in any way. But after that, they had nothing. So, and his last
Honestly,
year...
hold on.
Yeah?
I want to tell the audience. So another thing that I can say about wrestling that I know is the storylines, and the only reason I know, as I mentioned previously, South Park. I mean,
Exactly.
seriously, from what I saw, like in that episode, WTF, shout out to it by the way, really good episode. It was fucking like, oh, I slept with your girlfriend, or I slept with your girlfriend, or I slept with you, like that type of shit, you know?
That was actually kind of like the Matt Hardy versus Edge, actually.
Yeah, and so in the episode, what they did was the crew, of course, the classic crew, Stan, Kyle, Kenny, and Eric Cartman. What they did was they made like their own wrestling agency, WTF. And I swear, one of the what's it called? One of the storylines they made was this one girl who was addicted to abortions.
Fucking course.
Yeah, and I don't remember exactly. I think it was because like KFC tasted better after an abortion. I'm not sure.
Fucking course.
I mean, yeah, it's Eric Cartman, of course.
Yeah, of course. All right. So you
go
want me to
ahead.
continue? All right. Because I'm getting to the entertainment part. In the last
Yeah.
year that he did with AEW, it was actually his most controversial year because he did what we call in wrestling a pipe bomb. A pipe bomb is a big exposing rant. You know what I mean? Like, hey, what do you know? You know, the company's run nothing but a fucking clown and a fucking circus, nothing but children for employees kind of thing. You know what I mean? That's basically a pipe bomb. The thing is,
Yeah.
when it comes to AEW, it's nothing but the truth. Now, who is AEW run by? It is run by a person called Tony Khan. Tony Khan is someone I like to call Tony Clown because personally, he is nothing but a fucking headmaster of the goddamn circus.
You mentioned that like 3 times.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I kind of have to because in a way I
You are
know it's
legally
gonna give him
obligated.
some fucking it's gonna give him some fucking attention. But you know what? I can never say that more than fucking enough because he honestly earned that. I mean, he is spending millions and millions and millions of dollars in this fucking company and not having done anything with those millions of dollars except making the worst characters I've ever seen in my life. You literally made Sting retire in the worst company he ever did. In fact, you didn't do him any better. You got Ric Flair to join you for what? For what? You give him $83,000 just to fucking wrestle? He's about to be 90 fucking years old. Let him stop. And what do you know? Edge quitted fucking WWE. Let's make him work for AEW. Except he's gonna be going by his real name, Adam Coleman. Man, fuck off. Fuck off with all that shit. Honestly, you can make some good characters, but what do you know? Those good characters were already established characters to begin with. Like, I don't know, Edge, Adam Coleman.
Let's say, since I'm an average person when it comes to wrestling, I'll just say this: I think I'd much rather see a buff man for wrestle than a fucking 90-year-old. What the fuck?
Man, believe me, it is not a pretty look. It really is not. And second of all,
Imagine
they
you get
paid
slammed dunk by
$83,000 to him.
Imagine you get wrestled and beaten by a fucking 90-year-old. Now that's embarrassing.
Well, guess what? When it comes to wrestling, it's already a storyline, so you're gonna have to, if that's the case.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm already starting, and I'm not even talking about the topic of discussion yet.
Yeah.
So, in his last week in AEW, it was actually in a pay-per-view. A pay-per-view is basically an event you have to pay in order to see it online or, buy a ticket to the stadium anyway. So, it was AEW All In, and he had an incursion. CM Punk, he had an incursion. In reality, it's more, it's an incursion rather than any kind of fight anyway. With another wrestler, he goes by Jungle Boy, but now goes by Jack Perry, which is his more well-known name, if I'm being honest. And it's the reason behind this is because Jack Perry, he wanted to use real glass so he can do a suplex on. I'm not even fucking kidding.
That's very dangerous.
Very dangerous, and on what? Rental glass of what? On a rental car.
What the fuck?
Rental.
That's
All right,
just-
you break the glass, you buy the fucking thing.
That's retarded.
Well, what do you know? Everyone is saying, don't do that, don't do that. It's stupid. It's fucking stupid. It's the reason why some companies, they went bankrupt because they kept on doing that shit. And because they lost fucking wrestlers because of that shit. What do you know?
It's an easy way to get yourself cut.
Exactly. And one of the person that told him do not do that is CM Punk, because he was put responsible for it since he was one of the oldest, he's one of the oldest and one of the most experienced one, especially that he's had so many fucking injuries, God help him. In fact, he's also right now currently injured in his tricep. As I was saying, so he advised him do not do it. What do you know? He fucking do it. He fucking did it. And when he did it, he kind of shouted or said on live television, by the way. Real glass, go cry me a river. Now, let's say you advised him not to do that. How are you going to take that? Huh?
I don't fucking know. Like, I'd say, jumping on breaking glasses while you're jumping through it is a fucking retarded idea. Only fucking, I'm not really sure. Like,
no, like he did, like he did that, and he's getting at you by saying, "Go grind me a river." I already did that, motherfucker, pussy, baby, kind of thing. He's getting at you for that.
I just call him a dumb retard because I mean, what are you injuring yourself for fucking views? What is this? It's not even
okay. No, injuring yourself, that's one thing. That just shows that, I'll do anything for the fans. But you're injuring another fucking person for it. And the thing is, you had the choice. You had the choice.
Basically, you commit crimes on TV, and you expect people to, or no, not crimes, but just you commit something bad on TV, and you expect, people are gonna love me. Like you're a pussy if you don't do this. What is there? It's manly to be calculated, not manly to be a fucking, what's it called? Uncontrollable, brutal giant.
Well, I'll tell you this. First of all, you clearly have not seen Hell in a Match. Mankind versus Undertaker. If you see that, you'll never think wrestling is fake forever. You will never think of that. Believe me.
I thought it was fake.
What?
I never thought it was fake.
Well, alright. You know how much is 16 feet, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Imagine someone being thrown off of a 16-foot cage.
What the? Okay, no. Hold on.
On live
This
television.
is-
Twice!
Okay, I think I'd rather watch Japanese game shows than watch that.
Well,
Because at least the game shows don't include anyone being injured. They're just like people being chased by other people and fucking go-karts.
it's the reason why that wrestler that took the hit, by the way, after he took those hits, he took a suplex on tacks.
What the fuck?
Twice.
Oh, at this point, he's dead already.
No, he's still alive.
Yeah.
He's still alive. And in fact, in one wrestling show, he actually lost his ear. Yeah, anyway.
Bro, what? No, hold on. No. We're not. Hold on. You just fucking casually mentioned. Oh, and in another match, he managed to get his ear cut off. What is casual about that?
Well, believe it or not, when it comes to Hell, actually in that Hell in the Cell, he lost his incisor.
What?
His incisor was in his nose! On live television!
At this point, I'm scared to watch this wrestling now.
Well, like I said, never think that it's fake, because, look, I used to wrestle as a kid. I know those hits are not fake. I've taken a chop, alright? Hell, I've told you once, I could pick someone up and do a freaking body slam, no problem. Hell, I don't know if I could pick you up. I haven't tested my strength in a long time. But hey, whatever. I'm being sidetracked, so that's one hell of a sidetrack.
The hell?
Yeah, that's one hell of a sidetrack, isn't it?
One hell of one. It's very entertaining one as well.
Oh, Lord Almighty. So as I was saying, CM Punk, he took that personally. He's saying, "Oh, now you just call me a fucking bitch, piss for a fucking pussy for not doing any of that, or advising you not to do that, because hey, look." I don't care if you're going to be sacrificing. If anything, that's noble of you to take the sacrifice for the entertainment of other people. That's noble when it comes to wrestling. But you had the choice not to, first of all, and the choice to not injure your colleague in it. And by the way, rental car. So you could make us go bankrupt because of that shit.
Basically a fucking perfect storm.
Exactly. It's a perfect storm. And now you're just gonna insulting me? And what the hell did Jack Perry decide to do? When you're being shouted and saying that you're a fucking retard, what would you do? Would you try to de-escalate the situation, or would you rather be the fucking retard that he is calling you?
What I would do is I wouldn't try to de-escalate, but at the same time, I wouldn't fucking
Take that
respond
easily,
too much.
I know.
The best thing I would do is I just like go on a rant calling him a retard, no, not
Well,
retard, an
all right.
idiot
All right,
for
let
being
me try to
stupid.
word
Like,
this
you know.
better. Let me try to word this better. Would you do that to, someone that has years of martial arts experience that knows how to put you in a chokehold in a matter of 1 second?
Okay, now that makes me rethink.
Exactly. So what the hell did Jack Perry decide to do? He said, "So what are you gonna do about it?" What the hell happened?
What the fuck what happened to what?
Okay. So obviously the saying goes, when push comes to shove, CM Punk, he didn't take that lightly. He shoved him and he put him in a headlock, which is basically like a chokehold. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And the thing is, he was accused for more than that. He was accused of beating him up and of fighting everyone around him and close to even hitting the CEO. He was accused for more than that. I don't care what you say, but a chokehold on one person and beating the little shit of everyone, there's a fine line between them. There is a fine line.
A very well defined line as well.
A very big one. And the thing is, he was accused about that for about almost half a year, almost a year, being accused of that. And everyone was thinking, oh, he did that. He actually almost, wanted to beat the living fuck out of everyone, including the CEO. And he was fired because the CEO, Tony Clown, he said that, you busy?
Yeah?
You busy?
No, I'm not.
Oh,
I was just eating popcorn.
All right. So Tony Clown, he said that I had no choice but to fire him because I was scared for my very life. So after about 6 months, or about like almost a year, CM Punk, he said that none of that actually happened. I just did a fucking chokehold. You know what I mean? And hell, one of the witnesses, Samoa Joe, he said that I've seen much worse. You know what I mean? So how the hell did Tony Clown and his company reply? How the hell did they reply?
Lawsuit?
They showed the very fucking footage that proved him right.
Oh, okay, I get it now.
Remember what I said earlier, shooting yourself in the foot? Or shooting yourself in the head, as you said?
It took me a fucking second to calculate, to process that. Wait, whoa. What in the actual fuck?
And the thing is, it's actual live footage. It showed the exact same details. Like, hell, they made like a fucking comparison video of, CM Punk recalling the story and the live footage. Literally, moment for moment, everything is the same. Every goddamn thing. Even when he said that he went to Tony Khan, who was not even far away from him, he didn't even threaten him. Do you know what he did? Do you know even what he fucking did to Tony Clown?
I have like the smallest of ideas imaginable.
He just did a gorilla position on a table, like where he sets both hands on the table, and he said, "I quit because this is a fucking circus show." That's all he did. That is all, and that is on the footage. You cannot see Tony Clown, but you can see, just a glimpse of it. You can literally just see where the CEO would sit in, when it comes to a pay-per-view, because they will not sit far away. They will not have an office of their own. That is in every single pay-per-view, actually. And the thing is, again, he literally said in a gorilla position, like he set both hands on a table. You could literally see that.
So basically, like when you put your foot on the table, like they had to put their foot down, so there's something like that.
Exactly, and the thing is, again, he was accused for more than that. For a year, and he took it, and he said, "Oh, what do you know? It's actually, wrong." And the thing is, he didn't display proof. The fucking killer displayed the fucking proof.
Absolutely. This is some like fucking shenanigans that I wouldn't even expect.
And the thing is, what the hell happened when they displayed the footage? What the hell happened?
Outrage.
No, everyone started chanting CM Punk's name. Everyone. Their own audience, who, they thought would side with them. They said, "What the fuck is this bullshit? What is
Like
this?"
what the cinnamon toast fuck is this?
Exactly. Because how are you gonna benefit from this? How? You're losing, I don't know if you've seen, okay, just imagine a stadium filled with 30,000 people and only 5,000 ticket sales.
What?
Yeah, that is that is literally their seats now. And the thing is, you can rent the damn stadium, so they could choose less, stadium seats or, a smaller stadium, but they still select the biggest ones and they still don't make that much money because hell, they don't make, they don't sell out. Sell out. They don't sell out.
Imagine you and 5,000 other people, 4,000 other people fucking chilling out in a massive stadium meant for 30,000.
Exactly. What the fuck do you think is the echo?
Yeah.
And the thing is, why did any of this happen? What is going on? Why did any of this happen? Why?
I have no idea.
Because Tony Clown has no idea about what the fuck he's supposed to do in wrestling. In fact, this is in CM Punk's name, and his quote, and I quote, Tony Clown is a nice guy, but he isn't a boss. Because what time, actually, during that incursion, before that incursion even happened, he said, okay, tell me, what should I do? The CM Punk, he's telling his CEO, his superior, what should I do? I'm trying to advise this kid not to do anything. And the CEO told him, I don't know. What should you do? And he's not even being sarcastic. He's literally genuinely asking, because he doesn't know.
But at this point, there's nothing I can say that will really, I don't know. This is some shenanigans that, like I said, I never really expect to hear from wrestling. I mean, seriously, the only type of shenanigans that close to this that I know for by heart is remember when I was playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey?
Yeah.
And then the little girl said, if I can't come, then take Khara.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
That's the only thing that is. Oh no! I just reminded myself of another thing.
Yeah, is it what I told you?
No, it was something else. In the same game, Assassin's Creed. Let's just say there's this one part.
Is it what I think it is?
I'm not sure. What do you think it is?
I don't.
What do you think? What do you think?
All right, just go ahead.
So there's this one mission where you have to get information about where your mother is, and there's this one character that you have to keep on wrangling with, and he's drunk. And when I say drunk, he's one of the most wine drunk individuals you'll ever meet in your life. So the thing is, he's an extremely playful fellow, And so when you go up to the room that he's in, a goat walks out.
That's.
Yeah, there's a woman and a goat in there, and so basically you have to ask him can you where's my mother, that type of shit. And then he asks you, can you go get a wine for me, sugar plum, or something as
yeah, all right. I don't think you need to go any further. You could just, everyone that is watching this, you could just look at that scene up in YouTube. All right.
I'll just say a small summarization.
Yeah.
You have an option to go in there and join them with the goats.
Basically, be Rasputin.
Yeah.
Oh Lord Almighty. So, what do you think of my rant?
Honestly, that was a really good one. I mean,
I told you weren't ready for it.
A little bit.
I told you weren't ready.
It was.
Yeah, or hell, that sidetrack. You definitely weren't ready for the sidetrack.
Yeah, and I wasn't especially me. I wasn't even ready for like the part where like my mic cut out, and I thought your mic cut out, and then I just went on my own side track that nobody even knew about Fortnite.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's one hell of a sidetrack, by the way. Like, one, he's saying, oh, this is the failure of Fortnite. The other one, yeah, someone just casually lost his ear in the middle of a match in the middle of a fucking 150 audience.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, that
So-
same guy kind of was thrown on a table lit on fire.
I don't even have anything to say.
And by the way, he said in his own words, he didn't even feel it because he had so much fun at the match that he just ignored it.
The powers of adrenaline.
Oh, Lord Almighty! In fact, his worst pain was obviously when he lost his ear. The moment that he was losing it, not when he lost it, because after that it was just a zero. He couldn't feel it anymore. At this point, it was like Mike Tyson. Except for this, I don't even understand. I think there was like aluminum strings in like the ring rope because he lost it to the ring ropes. Oh yeah, that and ever heard of barbed wire wrapped bats?
What?
Barbed wire wrapped bats.
At this point, no, I haven't.
Yeah, that was a common tool to use in wrestling back then.
Oh, by the way, someone is commenting is hi, thumbs up, and then a shit ton of waving hand emojis. Rin Che.
Who?
Rin Che.
Oh, all right. I never really heard of that, but hey, welcome, Rinche, and thank you for the comments. At least we know someone is, commenting on this.
Yeah, at least someone's watching.
Oh yeah,
Now,
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so far, like, I have the stream open on my account, so I think that's why it says 1.
Yeah, I can see that. But hey, all right. So you want to talk about anything else?
Let's go to our next topic of discussion. Well,
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk, right? Yeah. Now the thing is, I doubt either of us has played it, right? I'm pretty sure you have.
I have played a good portion of it. Enough, anyway.
Okay. So I'll just say this. Back in, I think, 2020, 2021, around its release, it was a meme of how laggy that game was. Now the thing is, about that fucking game is this. Now, hold on.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but
all right,
you sound like you're in a microwave.
Yeah.
Now back to what I was saying.
Yeah, I'm trying to fix it as you're trying to talk.
Now, I believe you've heard of like all the fucking. Like it's so laggy. There's no way to play it.
I was one of them. I was one of them.
Yeah. So the thing is, it's because I believe you know when Cyberpunk was announced, right?
Yes, I remember back in 2019. If I'm not, 2018 or 2019.
Announced in 2016 or 2012, around that time.
Damn, that's a lot. That's a big gap.
Yeah. So the fact that they've been waiting for so fucking long, and the fucking what was it called?
E3.
I don't even. It was unfinished. It was one of the most unfinished pieces of shit even I had ever seen in my life.
And the thing is, you cannot really blame Red Project for it.
I mean, I know CD Projekt Red. I mean, I'm not really sure what the hell was going on in their management when they decided, hey, let's announce it in 2011.
Wait, hold up. Oh, wait, hold on. I remember this. Wasn't it based on some old PC game called Cyberpunk? Like point and click game?
Maybe.
Hold on. I actually remember that fact. It was based on a fucking point and click game back on the PC.
Shit.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Just imagine that you're making this big project of a game based on some kind of point and click game. If anyone that doesn't know anything like a point and click game, just imagine literally like Peggle. It's impossible you don't know what Peggle is or Feeding Frenzy. Come on.
I thought I played those.
Yeah, we have all played those before, but this kind of actually the first Cyberpunk for the PC, it was actually like Waxworks. Waxworks is like a traveling, adventure based click, point and click game, where your character is moving like 5 centimeters per hour kind of speed. You know what I mean? Because it's all pixelated and all that. And the thing is, again, you're making this one big giant project where remember, nobody really cared about it until you made Keanu Reeves star in it and announced it on E3.
That's unexpected.
Unexpected. And also remember, you're saying that, they announced it, CD Projekt Red, they announced it in 2011 or announced it in 2016. I haven't even heard about it in both times until when Keanu Reeves actually announced it on live TV or live broadcast on E3.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, they fucking announced it like some teasers such a long fucking time ago. And then when they finally give us the game, it's a fucking unfinished mess. I mean, I'm serious. I'm pretty sure they made the game in like what, 3 months, which is not enough. Not enough time for such a large game. I mean, that would be enough for like a small game, let's say like a small Total War game or something like that. But for fucking Cyberpunk, which is basically like a futuristic GTA 5 mixed with Skyrim, mixed with fucking Starfield. That is not a small game in the slightest. I think that would be what? I think that would take like what 3-4 years to finish that game.
Exactly, and the thing is, they released it at what? The fucking pandemic. It was literally around Christmas time, during the pandemic. I still remember it.
They released it at the perfect time for them to get a large audience, and they fucked up royally.
And the thing is, alright, let's say they release it on something like a PC and the new PS5 and the Xbox X Series at that time.
Hold on, your mic keeps on disconnecting.
How's this?
Bloody hell. Microwave.
Hello.
There we go. Continue.
Alright. Like, imagine they just released it on PC or PS5 and, Xbox Series X, and not for the PS4 or God-forsaken Xbox One. You know what I mean? Just imagine that.
Playing Cyberpunk 2077 on already lagging enough game on an Xbox One.
Exactly. And the thing is, they released footage, or, oh, look at this on the PS4. It's going to be looking great. And it did look alright. Obviously there was a degradation of some graphics here and there, of details.
When it comes to games like this, they always tend to have, they always tend to have this one issue, every single one of these games, that their graphics are absolutely amazing, but like everything else is terrible, and that's like a very common theme nowadays.
Oh,
beautiful graphics, story.
Actually, believe it or not, I actually experienced Cyberpunk 2077 on the PS4 and the PS5, which, by the way, are leagues different and kind of like opposite sides in one way. In the PS4,
like, opposite sides of the same coin.
Yeah. In the PS4, believe it or not, the combat is very great, but the graphics and, the physics is terrible. Believe it or not.
It's the opposite for the PS5?
Very much the opposite. Like, I cannot get through a moment except by dying through everything. And also, I don't know I still remember was the worst parts in the Cyberpunk 2077 for me personally, is when you're trying to get the footage of some fucking incursion, and the thing is, it takes so fucking slow because you have to look through different visions, like through this different camera, through this fucking thermovision, through this time period. Bro, I'm not looking to play a fucking $50, probably $70 game on this new console just to be a fucking Phoenix, right?
Yeah, when it comes to games like this, hello to the new person that joined the who. But the thing about this bloody game is that honestly, it's too rushed. I mean, I know I keep on the fucking. I sound like a fucking broken record saying, "Oh, it's too rushed. It's rushed. It's rushed." I mean, that's really the only thing I really can say about it because that's all there is. That's interesting about it.
Bro,
There's nothing else.
actually, as you're speaking, I still remember the first time it ever glitched on me. I still remember the first
Game
glitch.
on this new console.
You know what
just
it
to
is?
Be a fucking bitch,
no.
right?
It was actually I ran into because if you're gonna be giving me a car on in a game, obviously I'm gonna run into some shit because fuck it, you know what I mean. But being serious on a serious note, it wasn't even anything serious. I just accidentally into a telephone post. The telephone post was floating in the air.
That's worrying to say the least.
And there were sparks in the middle of the air.
I have nothing to say.
That's not even the worst, by the way.
Yeah, I can tell it's not the worst.
The worst was when I got repeatedly being run over by a car.
What?
You heard me. I was just fucking crossing some street because I had to, and I got run over once, and I'm like, oh, okay, I could get up. What do you know? I glitched back into the same place, into the same car, to the same time period. Got hit again, hit again, hit again, hit again. It was basically like one big respawn point, and I couldn't escape.
Okay, that's worrying.
Very, and that's not even the worst.
So okay, so let me get this straight. You walk into a fucking telephone pole. There's a fucking what's it called? A telephone. It's floating in the air and there's sparks in the fucking air. Is that it?
Yeah, that's one. That's the first one, actually.
So I don't even have anything to say. It's just it's such a bad game that there is nothing worth to say about it.
Yeah, you're taken to a respawn post where you get repeatedly run over and over and over again until the very end of time when you just say, fuck this game.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this, one of the worst times, actually, is dying because of someone shooting one of the pipes. Like, look, when there is an elemental damage to your character or to whoever the player you are playing, wouldn't there be some kind of warning?
I suppose yes.
Like for example, in TF2, when the the sniper he throws, a jar of piss at you, you will be covered in yellow, to show you that you're on fucking fire. Or there's a sound. Or on audio, you can hear that, hey, your player is being damaged, isn't it? Huh?
Yeah, so basically you get responses, like you get
you get
like
responses. I was being damaged by some kind of intoxication from the pipe, and I didn't even know that. I thought I was being shot at, and I just sucked. What do you know? I just didn't know that there were the pipes.
Okay.
And the thing is,
I think
if it's just a me, I would have figured that out. If if my enemies or whoever I'm fighting or fighting with, they would also die from it. But no, it was only me. It was only me.
Okay. So one thing I will say right now is this. Well, when it comes to back to our topic of discussion, say whether it's worth playing in 2024. Now the thing is, even though yes, it did have a lot of initial, from what I know, I'm just a small prediction that that they fixed most of the issues. But the thing is, do you really want to play Cyberpunk? Do you really want to? Do you have a reason to?
The thing is, actually, one of my friends, you're familiar with him, the one that I helped you meet.
Yeah, I know.
He said that he played it, after a couple of years, and he says, Ahmed, actually, the game is quite good.
So you're telling me that the game was actually good?
The thing is, you have to remember there are two versions of Cyberpunk. Everyone forgot about the second version.
Oh, so you're telling me that that he played the second version that was the
The
better
thing is,
version, I suppose?
Yeah, actually, 97, the Ultimate Edition, actually. It's called Cyberpunk 2077, the Ultimate Edition. It was actually released in 2023, and for the PlayStation 5, Xbox One, PC, Xbox X Series S, and, X. And, yeah, it's not even for PS4 because, PS4 kind of pretty much discontinued. And it was released with how much, the price of how much? Everyone's giving it great reviews. Even on Steam, it's got like a 97 to 100.
So what made the price be then?
Yeah, like everyone's saying, oh, you know what? It's actually quite good. The thing is, it really lost its reputation, didn't it?
Yeah. Because of that absolutely disastrous release. All because of it, boom, fucking reputation in the fucking gutter.
Exactly. And it's all because of that. And hell, I haven't even, look, you would say, all right, I'll be interested to buy it, but I don't even see it being sold in stores, kind of thing. That's how bad it actually went. Like, look, on Steam, you could buy it online, but let's say you have a PS5 and you don't have a PC like me, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Or hell, I don't even have like a PS5. I had a PS5 actually, but let's say I still have it. Let's say I want to go to the store and buy it. You know what I mean? I don't find a copy, and that's what? Why? Because everyone lost interest. It's a come and go, easy come and go for it. What do you think of that?
I can tell. So one thing I would say from what I've just heard is number one, where the hell did your PS5 go? Number two, the thing about
forget PS5, even Xbox Series X and S, hell, even Xbox One. It's only available on Steam nowadays because I don't see a copy for them.
Yeah, I can see that. So one thing I will say with full confidence is the fact that even though yes, it has gotten better, the reputation is simply too bad. There is no fucking there is no incentive to play it anymore because let's say nobody else will play it. Nobody else will play it. Nobody else will even enjoy it. Because even though yes, your friend did say it was good.
And it's not even just him. Everyone that ever actually played it and even have some kind of social media influence, they're saying, actually, this game is a lot leagues better from the first one. In fact, they say, I'm not too sure about that, they eliminated to me the worst parts, where you have to work as the worst thing to do in Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean? Like, they actually eliminated an entire segment that everyone hated, you know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, they made improvements, but nobody cares about it anymore. And that's what's sad.
That's even though yes, the game has become better. Now that the reputation has already been set into stone, it's automatically just nobody will care about it anymore.
Hell, the only people that really care about it is if they're looking at a certain side of the internet.
Or if they watch the anime. Oh, whoa, wait, hold on. Clarify, please.
Do I really have to clarify about rule?
Number 34.
You don't have to say. I'm gonna call it odd even.
Yeah, no. The thing is, I like to say rule number 34 instead of just rule 34 because seriously, it's more what's it called, formal.
Yeah, and for my case, I just do it odd even because what do you know? I just like to be cryptic.
Yeah, but wait a minute. No, okay. I'm not going to. Oh no. What
it got the Overwatch treatment, except it's the opposite.
Shit. Okay, wait. No. That is terrible.
Yeah, it's only nowadays. It's a lot more hell. Even when it comes to actually, I watched the anime. It's actually quite good. It's not even that bad, but unfortunately, one overshadows the other. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I can say that. I think you can say that. Everyone can say that the anime, oh, so much more better. Like, even though yes, I may
No, it's not that.
Yeah.
Like one side overshadows the other, and I mean, the anime, the game is overshadowed by the
by the
odd
what?
even.
Oh, wait! You're telling me that that the 34 has a better storyline than the game
Not even
itself?
storyline, just a better attention. Like at this
I
point, the
have no
storyline
words.
is established for both. Like the game is a lot more better than the first one, and hell, the anime is great. But their attention, like at this point, I just want people to give attention to it. What do you know? It's not being given attention in the best ways.
People keep on forgetting. Sex sells. It sells and it always will sell.
But-
Unfortunately.
but the thing is, it's just like-
because I
it's
said
like-
previously. Hold on.
Yeah.
I said previously about something about, like, let's say, intoxicating things. Sexual gratification is one of those intoxicating things. It's one of them.
At this point, this podcast is either me, talking about some random wrestling rant, or you giving some life lessons of psychology.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if people are enjoying it, then they'll enjoy it, and then I have nothing. Like, I have no problem with that.
The thing is, it's just depressing. It's like the Overwatch treatment. Like, hell, it's like, okay, how the hell did anyone know Overwatch? Let's be honest.
I knew Overwatch from that from what was it, Pymation.
Exactly. For my case, it's also a Pymation, because, come on. Either that or the thumbnails.
Let me guess. Tracer is back, right?
Yeah, and Maze. And
Front.
Widowmaker. Literally every woman, if I'm being honest. And that's the depressing thing. It's just your project or your work is overshadowed by its slutty cousin.
So basically, imagine you're like working in like you're a lawyer, and your sister, who's an OnlyFans model, is making more money than you are.
Exactly. And the thing is, you are a decent person. You actually help people.
Yeah, and then the other one is more like, oh, I help people get off.
Exactly. And I help people lose their fucking money. And their mental state. So I'm killing them.
And technicality, yes.
Yeah. That's just how depressing some sides of video games, or hell, even just the movies in general, if I'm being honest.
The thing is, when it comes to, let's say, as I mentioned previously, sex sells. Which is why certain movies and certain shows, and like, I believe you've heard of Hell of a Bop or Hazbin Hotel, right?
Oh. Are you
The
going
thing
to
is-
talk about the 10 grand?
50 grand, not 10 grand.
At this point, oh yeah, that's a lot more. Imagine if he spent 100 grand though.
Brother, I could spend like $10 and I get a better animation, or I get a more satisfying. It's basically just soft core porn.
Exactly, and not to mention, come on, Oversimplified does a hell of a lot better job than that.
I mean, at least they're entertaining. This one is literally just a fucking like a thirsty, and I mean thirsty person just fucking chasing another black person. I mean, what is there to watch?
Yeah, at this point, come on, like furry demon, what is this?
I mean, yeah, she's just a demon of some sort, born in hell, born and raised in hell, princess of demon, princess of hell.
Yeah.
So the thing is, I've never really. The thing is, in that show, as I said, sex sells. So in the show, even the creators know that sex sells. So not only do they make some of the weirdest jokes that I've ever seen in my life, but they also make some of the most shaped characters I've ever seen in my life. And when I say shaped, I mean shaped.
Yeah, I've seen
I
the
mean,
characters myself.
Hourglass, a fucking hourglass, except the bottom is the size of a fucking a cruise liner.
At this point, they're trying to copy plastic models.
I swear, if my friend, I have another friend, and I swear, he's one of the most cringe people I know. If he saw those characters, he would cut off like the torso. He'd put a little like Among Us vision thing, and he just start like a. You get the point.
Yeah, I know. I got the fucking point, and well, it's just that. Imagine if he had $1 million and he spent $1 million worth of that fucking animation. It's just to me, it's just ridiculous. And the thing is, the best thing about the song or the video is literally the song. It's actually a good song in my opinion. You know, as someone that as someone that loves music.
Yeah, I've met people who've actually gotten off to that.
We got what?
Who got off to it? I've met them, of course, on Discord. I mean, there's no other place.
Of course.
Now, back to what I was saying about Hell of a Boss.
Yeah.
I'll just say this: the comedy extremely raunchy, and the
also speak a little slowly, man.
What I'm saying is this: not only is it the comedy, but also the body proportions.
A little slowly.
Because, again, the body proportions are like the creators of Hell of a Boss. They knew that what they were doing when they decided to animate it. They knew that sex sells. They always knew that, and they capitalized it on it in the most nightmarish way imaginable.
Well, to be honest,
Okay.
Yeah.
Just imagine to yourself a mix of South Park, Rick and Morty, and what else?
Let's see.
I don't really know what else to say.
All right, fucking The Simpsons, Family Guy.
Now, South Park, yeah, and what was it? Helltakers.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just imagine that, and then there's a storyline, and there we go. That's literally just Hazbin Hotel or Hell of a Boss. Good shows, but just overly sexualized. Now
Yeah.
back to our original topic of discussion.
Yeah. Is it worth it?
What the hell are we talking about?
Yeah, is it worth it?
No, it isn't. I'll say that. I see that. I'll say that definitively for anyone that's watching. It's not worth it. And it
A little
never will be.
slowly, and also drink some water.
Yeah, I'll go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead and do that.
yeah. Because you're speaking like you're the fucking Roadrunner and on fucking sand.
Yeah. So I'll say this right now. It is not worth it at all. I wish it was. I really wish. But if you genuinely decided, hey, let's go ahead and fucking play this game out of all games that could be in existence that I could spend money on, and it's $70.
I don't even think it's $70 anymore. With the new one, I think
60,
it's
maybe 40.
Hold on,
But
let me
this-
check.
So the thing is, I would much rather buy myself.
Oh,
like,
never
a game like
mind.
Sea of Thieves.
It's actually with a discount, $62 with an 8% discount.
So $65 then.
Yeah, so definitely not worth it for the 65.
I can buy Sea of Thieves and Minecraft both at the same time for that price.
Yeah, no, thank you, not worth it. No, sorry. Look,
Brother,
it.
the games that I
If they made it just a little more cheaper, like probably $40, I would be like, okay, you know what? I could take it under consideration. But the thing is, it's only available on PC.
Yeah, which
So
is unfortunate.
imagine you have to buy a PC, which let's say around $50,000, maybe $10,000, and then you're buying this game of all games. Out of all games, are you serious?
You spend $10,000 just to play this game out of everything.
Are you serious? That's the thing, like, let's say, alright, you're gonna try out other games, like, I don't know, freaking War Thunder, if you're playing it on free anyway, Enlisted. Personally, for me, I like to go for Enlisted. Sea of Thieves, as Habe said, or literally anything but play Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, that's a classic.
Exactly. It's a lot more worth it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the thing. I like to spend my money on something that I know is worth it, but if you're telling me that I'm going to be paying $10,000 and plus $65 just to play this game that already lost its reputation a long time ago, I'm sorry, but that's going to be a no for me. Again, I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it's not really, especially for $65. It's just, it's lost its reputation to too much for that. And again, no copy. I haven't seen a copy of it. Only on Steam. Only on PC.
Yeah, the thing is, for anyone watching, please, I beg of you, do. Oh, pardon?
No problem.
Do not. If you value your money, sanity, do not play it.
Again, if you already have a PC, a good one that can run it, and if you have enough money, I'm not going to be I'm not going to be taking any charge or anything like that, or being in charge of you. You are free with your own money. However, if you are poor, like me, and you are not in the best, position, it's not worth it. Or hell, what the hell am I even saying? You are the complete opposite of me. You are saying that it's not worth it, so what the hell should I even comment on it?
Let me just tell you this. In my carts right now, I have a cart filled with a shit ton of stuff that I want to get. I use a cart rather than a what's it called? A wish list. And in this cart, I have 10 items. Okay, most of them are on discount, but still. Let's say I'll just read you the stuff I have: Ace Combat 7, GTA the Trilogy, Bright Lights of Svetlov, Mudrunner, Call of Duty, and a shit ton of DLCs for Call of Duty.
All right, so
And
you're telling me that
all.
GTA Trilogy is worth a lot more than Cyberpunk.
It's $29.
Oh, that's definitely a lot more.
It's GTA Vice City, San Andreas, and GTA 3 on
Never-
50% discount. $29. That is like the most worth thing I've ever seen in my life.
Very much. And for PC, sign me up. Sign me the fuck up. Honestly.
Yeah, unfortunately the discount ends in 10 hours, so I'll have to wait a little bit longer to play this.
Yeah, well, rest of spaghetti, never forgetty.
Yep.
Honestly. Well, I guess that's all the rants that we have for today's episode.
Yeah.
And honestly, I had one hell of a fun with this.
But honestly, each and every single episode we do, it's so fucking fun. As I mentioned, we're doing this for entertainment and for your entertainment, not for money, not for like fame or views or anything like that.
Yeah, we're just doing this to have fun with each other and for everyone. And honestly, just to, just be the regular streamers, be the regular podcasters. Nothing too special, no big special guests from social media or anything like that. No, just a couple of jackasses on a couch just talking about some random shit.
Now, before we end this episode, I would like to tell everyone. Previously, on Twitch, we tried to do an episode. Okay, we made a whole ass an hour and 30 minutes of just one episode about talking about what was it?
Overwatch 2, Call of Duty.
Yeah, and also Resident Evil, which was my favorite part of that episode.
Yeah.
The thing is, the Twitch deleted it for some reason.
Yeah, exactly. It just deleted. I couldn't get the file. I couldn't even get the audio file. Not much less the freaking video format of it, which it just disappeared. An hour and a half worth of streaming gone.
Yeah. So if it wasn't for that, this would be the third episode.
But it's going to be the second episode. In fact, I'm going to be updating the banner for the gaming center from Twitch to all the way to Spotify. It's still going to include our personal YouTube channels, which, by the way, if you're looking for the live stream, you're going to have to go to my personal YouTube channel. But if you're looking to get a lot more better on better quality and to play it while your phone is off or whatever you're using, you can look it up on Spotify, which is
go
going to
ahead
be
and search
included in
the
description.
Gaming Center.
Exactly, the Gaming Center on Spotify.
Or you could join our Discord server, which is dedicated not only to the podcast, but to many other things.
Exactly. You can have a lot of fun there, especially with the amount of memes that we got to every single day. Believe me, it's
Brother,
worth it.
I'm telling you, we have a whole ass award dedicated to only memes. It's called the Order of Shrek. And right now, AJ here is one of the holders.
It's so
Boom,
keck.
which is
It's so keck.
yeah. Someone named Boom, who's a friend of ours, also has it, and also someone named Choco, who also has it.
Yeah, and
by the way,
also-
those two, they were those two, they were featured in the last episode. No, not the lost episode.
Yeah, the lost episode. Rest in spaghettis, noodles.
Rest in
Unfortunately.
piss.
Oh, Lord Almighty. But hey, whatever,
Nah.
you know what I mean? Hopefully in the next episodes we could get a special guest here and there. We can find a lot more entertaining topics of discussion. I mean, come on, I just waited an entire week to make a new episode, which, by the way, from what I'm seeing from my personal life, we're probably going to be making episodes every Friday, probably every Saturday, inshallah.
Yes. Now, I suppose we can finish this now.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Yeah.
Thank you for watching the Gaming Center. We hope to see you on the next episode.
Don't forget to join us in the Gaming Center, and good night, everyone.
Or good day.